Welcome back to another episode of Gemini Tea with your hosts,
Leka
and Jo. And please remember to like, subscribe, and share this week's episode. So during this episode this week, we will do our By Ashy segment. And for our new listeners, this is where we basically talk about people. So it's similar to By Felicia. This is By Ashy. Celebrity chat, that's basically what it is. It says what it is. Talking about celebrities, what people have been on this past week. And then topic of the week, which this week is single life versus married life. And then we have another topic, Spill the Tea, or a segment, Spill the Tea, where we have listeners that write in and ask us questions or kind of want to spill the tea anonymously. Sometimes they want us to mention it. But we have that little juicy segment. And then our last segment, we announce this week's winner for the giveaway. Yay! Yay. And then we will announce the code word for this week, which will be for our last giveaway. So make sure you listen in for that so you can have a chance to win. So we'll start it off. How was your week, Leka?
Girl, it was pretty good trying to get through this punk-ass snow. Shit is annoying.
Amen.
I don't know why it's almost May. We out here shoveling.
Okay.
So that's annoying. I tried to do Meatless Monday. That was a bust. Girl, I tried to have, I think, some spinach and brown rice and a sweet potato. Girl.
Sounds good.
Then I cooked some smoked sausage.
Yes.
And chopped that bad boy right on top of that spinach. He was like, say something.
It sounds good, though.
Girl, it was, especially with that sausage. And then, girl, today I'm riding through Lincoln Park, which is on, well, for the listeners not from the city, on the black side of town. That's how I'm going to put it. So, so I'm riding through Lincoln Park, getting ready to take my kids to the doctor, and this car, I don't know. Okay, this is what happened. So I went into Lincoln Park. I had to do a U-turn because I passed. Girl, I don't know what I was doing, but I passed where I was going. Had to do a U-turn. It was a car coming in, turning right, so they told me to come on out. Well, I didn't know it was a car behind that car that was trying to turn, so I jump out. Of course, they honk at me, so I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. But I still went out because you slow down. So they got red up on my bumper. Some white man must have thought I was, going to be scared because, I was a female or whatever. Got right up on my bumper. Girl, I hit that brake. I stopped the car right in that little curve and looked. Girl, rolled the window down, was looking like, we got a problem. Girl, yeah. He skated. And I'm surprised that I did that because that's out of my character. I think ever since I had kids, I think got, a little meaner towards, people in the world. Because usually I would have been like, oh, fuck it, let it ride. But, girl, don't honk at me. If you let me go, don't let me go, then honk at me and try to say something. Then after you talking shit, gonna give me the finger. Girl, he saw I slowed that car down. Remember where I said, y'all, Lincoln Park is in a black neighborhood?
Extra.
Girl. And if he would have followed me, I would have drove right on up to Mr. Nissan and parked right in my husband's parking lot.
Okay.
Because I showed on my way up there, come on, follow me, please.
Okay. That's right down the street.
Girl, please follow me into this parking lot, please. Girl, I was about this car and he had called me all type of nigga bitches.
Okay. Get his ass straight. Molly walks up there in the parking lot. Okay.
Girl. They're going to have to zoom past me when he get into, what is that? Is that Glendale? What is that, Shorewood?
Probably Shorewood.
Yeah, Shorewood area. Yeah, stinking ass. I see, if he slow down, I forgot what side of town your ass was on.
Okay, that's what I was getting ready to think. No, he didn't. You gotta wait till you cross over there for washing the road before you get to act a fool.
Even I know that. Even I do that. Shoot, I don't say nobody.
Me. My daughter, she'd be like, Mom, please don't honk your horn. Don't look at them. Please don't look at them. You know I bug the hell out of somebody. Yes.
You don't give no day. You be all in people.
Zero. 0, may I help you, bitch? Like,
first of all, but like, hello?
I sure will. Look at you, hello? Do we have a problem? Shit, bitch. She's like, oh my God, Mom, please don't say anything. Please don't blow your horn.
Okay, yes, God. Oh, girl.
He was about to find out today.
Today was gonna be his day.
Okay.
I was hungry. I was not the one.
Bad combo.
Oof. How's your week going?
It was all right. Other than this bullshit ass weather, I'm so tired of the snow. Like, I literally I was researching the hell out of places today. All kinds of places. Yes, ma'am. I'm tired of the snow. It is April 16th. I said I refuse to shovel. I'm not going out there to shovel. That snow will sit there until the next one day. It is April. We're halfway through April. I am not picking up a shovel. My shovel retired as of April 1st.
I know that's right.
I don't have any more salt. I'm not going to the store even sell salt anymore. I'm not buying no salt.
No.
No. So I was researching places to move to.
What'd you find?
Girl, California or or Arizona. That's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, everybody going to Arizona.
Or Vegas area.
Oh yeah, girl. I can go play my chips.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. Like, ooh, go down there and get the fuck broke. Fucking around. Okay, gambling on some shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Man,
I'm telling you, you know how that goes.
But girl, I got my little drink. I made a Cosmopolitan, and okay, you know I'm not a big drinker. So I made one, just whatever, because I felt like it. And so excuse me, y'all, I might be drunk by the time next segment starts. So if you hear me start slurring my words or anything or zoning out, that's because I had this Cosmo, and it's really, really good. And I'm not a drinker.
Girl, you get professional in the drink.
Well, actually, girl, I followed a recipe. But I didn't have vodka, so I had Quavo, right? Is it Quavo or Cuervo? Is it Quavo?
Girl, you know I don't know. I'm still working on Pacific.
Okay. Ooh, I could take a little bit of Quavo in about but this is tequila. Girls, you're call it tequila.
Girl, she didn't already get started. We just started.
Okay, we just hello in the intro. Yes, girl, but that's about it. That wraps up this week's recap for us. Yes.
So let's move on into the next segment, which is by Ashy.
Bye-bye.
Oh my God, that cracked me up, I swear. So let's go ahead and get on into this. I'm going to kick it off. Some of you females are annoying. Why do you secure your nigga and you ain't got shit? Why do you make sure that your dude is okay and you ain't even got a pot to piss in? I'm not saying not to work with your guy or anything like that, because I did it. We'll work together, we'll build, let's do this. But I'm not just gonna sit there and you playing video games or working 1 hour a week and I'm putting you on. And no. So, girl, that just annoys me. I don't know if it's low self-esteem, and I don't want to, well, not that I won't talk to nobody, but that's why we don't buy Ashy. But it just annoys me that some females just, I don't know what it is. I don't know, maybe because I grew up different. Like, I remember when I first, I think I was taking my husband somewhere. His car was in the shop, and we were dating. And I told him, I said, I ain't take care of no nigga. Okay, we got a full-fledged argument, and I thought like he was gonna break up with me for real. I'm like, damn, I think I took it. Oops. I think I'm gonna step my bounds.
Okay.
But I had just wanted to let it be known, like, don't, but then he let me know that's the type of nigga I am. So it is what it is.
No.
But what do you think, Joe? Like, why do females, won't have shit, but make sure they nigga got it.
Girl, low self-esteem. You know what? You want to know why I know? Because I've been there. And you know who I'm talking about. Low motherfucking self-esteem. Yes, girl. That's all it is. And and you know what? And it might be some girls or ladies, women, whatever, who have daddy issues too. So.
Oh, yeah. I never thought about that.
Yeah, and because I always thought, I use the excuse because that's just my nature, that's who I am. And that's just Gemini in general. Geminis are nurturing. Until you fuck us over, you know, we love hard, and when we do love, and it's all in. But in this situation, I just thought that, you know, that's how I was. And like, no, I could be that way though for the right person. And I think certain women, you know, but that was my excuse in my early 20s, okay, very early 20s. Now that I am in my 30s, I'm a little seasoned, there's no excuse, okay? So I think it's low self-esteem. Like, you know, if you feel like you have to take care of a man, especially take care of a man above your children that you're not married to, there is absolutely no reason why a man should be put above your children. No reason. Unless that man is the provider, that man is your husband, there is no reason why he should be above your children. So, yeah, I think it's just a way to keep a man. You want to try to please him, but honestly, that's just not the way to do it. You need to look within, get your life right first, and feel good about yourself, because taking care, that's just not, it's just not what we're here for.
And they always seem to get left anyway. You still get left, like trying to prove that you the one.
Okay.
Like they got what they need. Oh, that girl.
Okay, and be on to the next.
Learn my lesson.
Girl, okay, didn't we? But that was, again, our early 20s.
Yeah.
You know, when you make those mistakes, you learn, and then you move on and get older and wiser.
Right. Some
of us don't get wiser. Some of us just get a little bit more stupid. So I don't know if I go backwards. I don't get that. But I'll be damned at this age if I'm taking care of a grown-ass man.
Girl.
Girl, hell no. Because how I feel now is you have to have at least what I have. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you to be some big millionaire. It would be nice. But I'm not asking you to be some big, like, you have to have more. Just meet me at my level. Like, just have at least what I have, and we can go from there. Like, you need to be self-sufficient. Just know I'm self-sufficient, and, you know, but if you need me, I got you, and vice versa. It's like that kind of thing. But other than that, I'm not taking care of no grown-ass man.
No, not at all.
Girl, hell no.
Not at fucking all.
Hell no.
Well, next on the by Ashy list, the Seattle.
Yes.
Seahawks.
Yes, too.
Okay. I'm over here sipping on this hard soda. I'm like, Seattle.
Yes.
So the Seahawks, from what I hear, invited Kaepernick for, I don't know if it's not a tryout, but like a training or whatever, to come see what he's doing, and asked him if he was going to still kneel or whatever. And he's like, Kaepernick was like, I don't know. I haven't decided. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do when I get out there. Depends on how I feel. So they canceled it. He was like, well, don't come. He was like, okay, well, shit, fuck you then. I have so much respect for him that, you know, I can't even explain. Like, and it's so funny because I used to didn't like it before all this stuff went down. I'm like, oh, he looks so like snooty. I can't stand him. Let's look at him. He just seemed like he was so arrogant, and it's like he's the only motherfucker that's down.
Yeah.
But anybody else can do that? Like, I ain't finna waste my money. Hell no. I'm standing up. Was you standing up? I'm standing up.
Okay. I'm trying to get my check.
It is so annoying to read the comments. So he ain't gonna get paid. Well, okay, y'all think he ain't got no money? He's gonna be fine.
Right.
I mean, look at the contract he just got out of. Hello, people.
Right.
Duh. Ugly ass racist. Girl.
That's why I can't read comments too much anymore because then I start getting upset, and it's just like, what for? Because it's just, these people, a lot of them are trolling anyways just to try to get a reaction, but there's no sense because it is what it is. There's some racist, evil people out in this world. There's hate. Mm-hmm. I can't change it. I would hope it would be changed in my lifetime, but it probably won't be. So there's nothing I can do about it. Just as long as it's not directed at me, like, you know, in person or anything like that. Other than that, it's just like, it's on the internet. People are going to say, and they feel real open and brave on the internet, whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. I think that's real shitty of them to give him an ultimatum, basically.
Pretty much.
Change your beliefs, or, you know, what you're standing for, change that, otherwise we don't get to give you a check. So they basically want him to be their little monkey. Like, you do as I tell you to do. Basically, you know. So, you know, I'm glad he told them, no, basically shove it up your ass, because I'm not going to say that I am, and I'm not going to say that I'm not.
Right.
So I'm glad he stood for that, because that sends a huge message.
Because I had shared it on my page, and some white dude, I don't even know how he got on my friends list, he was like, so that's why he still ain't got a job. I'm like, okay, one, who the fuck are you?
Okay.
Girl, but before I could even respond, girl, I don't know where these people came from, but they ate his ass alive.
Like, oh, girl. Oh, I need to go on that post.
Girl, yeah, this was like maybe 2 days ago on my Facebook page.
Oh, see, I haven't been on Facebook much. I go on just, you know, basically to interact with our people. And other than that, I'm not on Facebook much.
Girl, Facebook getting on my goddamn nerves.
It really is. Like, Instagram is a hot spot now, so now I'm on Instagram.
Right. Niggas is annoying, man. It's like a bunch of kids on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting over Facebook.
All right, I won't see your twerking videos, bitch. I got my own. Hey.
Okay. Damn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of twerking, it's probably not what these super bougie people do, but I kind of want to give the bye Ashy to super bougie people, especially those that wear these bougie wigs. Okay, first of all, we know it's not your hair, so calm down.
We see the line.
Okay. Second of all, your edges don't match. Third, and I you know, I love my people, I really do, but sometimes we can be super extra and for no reason. Like, don't fake it because it's not you, okay? Just so you can kind of fit in with a crowd or be accepted. And okay, so just quick background. I was raised in a predominantly white neighborhood. I went to a predominantly white schools. I have more, I would say, white associates than I do any other race. Let's see, probably I've worked in like top positions, and I've worked with predominantly white people. So to see people that are, let me see, what am I trying to say? How am I trying to say this without sounding too, like, bitchy? But halfway don't give a fuck. You're trying to act like someone you're not, just so you could be accepted in these environments. And for a long time, it wasn't an act, though, just because of how I was raised. It was what it was. But over the years, as I've gotten older, I'm like, why would any black person have to kind of fit or conform to what they think is the acceptable image in order to be accepted at work or at school or in the neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be able to interact with anybody. Anybody should be able to interact with everyone. That's just, you know, whatever. But some of these bougie people that think like they're better than anybody else and they have to change their hair and they have to talk like this and, oh, I only eat here and I only go there and I get this done. Like, bitch, go sit down because you still don't have a man. You still haven't lost. Okay. You're still a black person to these white people, so they really don't give a fuck. You'll never be white. You still holding on to those 60 pounds that you've been trying to lose for the last 5 years. Okay. Okay. And you still look a mess. So instead of trying to, put on that fake front for these other people, how about you work on yourself, okay? Feel better about yourself so you know that you don't have to fake that to be included in anything. Because then you know that if someone doesn't accept you for you, then that's not where you need to be. So work on you, sis, as they say, sis. Work on you. Work on that wig. Work on that face. Work on that body. Work on whatever you want to do, your attitude, school, education, whatever you need to do to fix yourself where you feel better about yourself so that you know you don't have to act. Go ahead and work on that. But super bougie, extra people who are snooty and have their nose up in the air, bye-bye to you, because you are fake as hell.
Bye with that wig.
Bye. The wig, girl. Girl.
I wish they'd get rid of them lace fronts, though.
The lace fronts, and I don't know how people wear them, because doesn't that rip off your edges each time you take them off?
Girl, I don't know. I wore one once, and my mama talked about me like a stone dog. I never wear it again.
Because unless you have a professional putting it on that is super, super good, I don't get how you wear them and have it not look fake. Because anybody with edges, anybody with lace front, you can print. Because I never understood the whole edge thing. Because I don't remember us doing that back in the day, sleeking down our edges. So I'm like, what is this big craze about edges now?
I don't remember that either.
No, like the whole swoop and I'm like, shit. I just fucking pulled mine back and called it a day. Like I never,
okay.
But then again, we didn't have wigs back then like that. We weren't wearing lace fronts, so everybody had edges. So it wasn't a big thing. It wasn't a big thing to have to show off that, I got edges. Like it wasn't, everybody had edges because nobody wore lace front wigs that were ripping your shit off. So
right, they attached to the goddamn wig now.
Okay, now your wig got your fucking edges.
Girl, I don't know what's going on, but I wish they'd get rid of them hoes because I cannot stand them.
No, most of them look hot ass mess anyway.
Unless they're like you said, they're done by professional, then they slick as shit. They real cute.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that shit with 7 Mile, not 7 Mile, Beauty Island, whatever that shit's called.
Okay.
Value Beauty in the back of the shop. No.
Or ordering your shit from AliExpress. Stop, ladies, please. Please stop.
Girl, I ordered some hair from AliExpress.
Girl, I'm going to put you on next week. No.
That shit looks like some giraffe booty ball hair.
Okay. And the lace, it doesn't even match. Like, the lace is a totally different color.
Girl.
Like, what is this?
That lace looks like some bullshit. Because I was trying to wear it like, because it had clips in it. I tried to make like a little afro. Girl, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Girl, some shit you should have left on AliExpress website.
Girl, I felt like crying.
Some bullshit.
Threw that shit in the garbage.
Yes, ma'am.
But girl, what's going on with Kim? What's this Zodiac and her lips?
Oh, for heaven's sake, these people in plumping up their lips and then they go too far. I watch, I don't know, do you watch Housewives of Atlanta?
Off and on.
Yeah, she was on they're on the reunion, and so she came on at the end of part 2, and she does look like a wax figure, because Nene called her a wax figure. That shit was hilarious. But her lips, like, she just went too far. Like, something happened. I don't know if she had an allergic reaction to whatever they filled it, or if she did that on purpose, or if she was just fresh out and they were still swollen, but she looked a mess. And it was just like duck lips, and they were really bad. Really, really bad. So I just want to say bye to her because she needs to stop. Some people take this cosmetic surgery way too far. They don't know when to stop.
Right.
And her surgeon should have told her, I will not do this anymore because I don't want to make you look a mess. You know, I wouldn't want my name attached to that. So her and her surgeon need to stop. Okay, whoever she's seeing, consulting, whatever, needs to tell her she's done. Like, enough with the lips. So Kim, you look, you know, you're cool and all, but you need to stop on that lip filler because you're done.
Yeah, like, how big does she want them?
Girl, I guess they're supposed to take up half her face. I don't know. But you need to stop.
And I'm sitting here thinking, like, oh, for real?
It's like, can you imagine somebody just bo 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 bo? That's how it looks like anytime she moves her lips. Like, that's all that you hear, the bo 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 bo. Like, it's just like her lips just smack together for no reason. It's just real big and nasty. They look nasty too.
Get together, Kim. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. If you weren't born with lips, you weren't born with lips. But if you are going to go get a filler, just stop. Just know when to stop. It doesn't look right if you go too big.
Exactly.
Poor girl.
Did you hear Taylor Swift singing Earth, Wind, and Fire in September?
Yes, ma'am.
Girl. And that's
I wanted to write a letter. Girl, she messed up the whole entire song. Like, afterward, I couldn't even get through her whole version. I had to go and play the original just so I could get that out of my mind because I'm like, she just fucked it up. Like, you know how you have a song, a lot of songs, you know, from old school, there's untouchable. Like, you should never touch them.
Right.
Because it's like you're gonna don't mess up the song. And she messed up the song.
Big time.
She messed it up.
Girl.
I don't know if there's a producer, the executive producer, the writer, whoever the hell, they went through so many hands on this. What is it, the A&R? Somebody should have told her on some level, like, whoa. This is some fuckery. Like, we can't, who's doing this? Whose decision was this? Scrap the whole idea.
Girl,
like, that should have never made it out of the studio.
Girl, you know, she thinks she, like, the world's greatest singer. She's like, I can do it. They probably did try to stop her. They probably like, girl, this is Earth, Wind, and Fire, girl. No, you cannot.
I'm like, okay, there's nobody black on her team on any level. Like, there was no one at all on any level of color that could say, listen, okay, this is not a good move because you are going to get some backlash on this. You should not do it.
DJ Envy was like, is that a banjo in the background?
Girl, I'm like, what the fuck did she do to this song? Dude made this some hick-ass shit. I'm like, that is not cool.
Girl, then she was like, ay.
September. What, bitch? No, foul, flag on the fucking play, bitch. Take that shit back, scrap, throw it away, whatever you have to do, but that was not right.
Cornball ass.
That was not right.
But that
and where's Kanye? Where is Kanye when we need him?
Yeah, exactly. Now we need your ass. You in the danger zone.
Okay. Need you to fucking pull her ass off, pull to the side, like, bitch, you need to stop.
Girl, oof.
That's too much.
That shit was horrible.
Absolutely. Girl, then this Parkland shooter guy, did you hear about him wanting to give his inheritance to the victims, saying something to heal the community?
Yeah, what's up with that? I didn't catch that.
Okay, so I guess between him and his fucking mentally deranged brother, like, the whole family is deranged, because I guess his sister's a half fucking mental case too. But they're saying with their inheritance, give it to the victims. And I'm thinking, are you serious? Like, first of all, I think they would much rather see your head on a platter right now than to take some fucking money from you. I killed your child, but here's a few $100s. No. I'm sorry. I think that's rubbing salt in the wound. I think, and plus, I don't know who's paying for his attorney. I don't know if that's through the state or whoever, or if that's being paid through whatever this, I don't know if he has a trust fund or whatever this inheritance. I don't know what's going on with that, but no, I don't think that's cool. I don't even know who put that out there. I don't know if his attorneys felt that was cool to put out, but that should have been saved for himself. Like, he should have never said anything. His attorneys, whoever, put that out. That should have never been said.
Oh, my goodness. That's crazy.
That's something, a thought that should have stayed a thought and never should have been spoken. That's terrible. Because I can't even imagine that kind of pain. But to have him turn around and say something like that, there is nothing you could give me, sir. I'm sorry. But your head on a fucking platter at this point.
And he's probably going to do that just to maybe win favors with the judge or jury or whatever. You know, he don't give a damn.
No, that's all it is. To kind of, I guess, show some remorse and have a little bit of sympathy. Nobody is going to sympathize with you, and they shouldn't. But there might be one or two fools on the jury that might feel that way. But I just think that should have never come out. Never, ever, ever, ever should have come out.
Yeah, that's ass fuck. Keep that shit.
Hell yeah. You and your fucking money and go to hell.
Girl, and I know you heard about this.
Going to hell.
The Starbucks.
Yes.
Okay. What in the entire United States of America are people...
Okay. You know what? I know, and you know what? I scrolled past this video so many times because I saw the caption and I didn't want to read it because I'm like, I don't want to be upset today. Today's a good day. And it's sad that we have to even have, it's damn near daily, and I know this goes on all the time, but it's daily that we have to see something that's actually documented on video that someone is being harassed. So this situation, first of all, you know how many times people go to Starbucks to wait on people to study? I went there for a date, and I waited for mine until he came because I wasn't paying for it.
Yes.
Okay. So I was waiting for him, and we met up at two different times at two separate Starbucks. I waited. So it's like, you know, people do that. They go and they wait for people, you know, and he asked to use the restroom. Okay, what's the big deal? And I know some places are like, no, only patrons or whatever, but apparently they asked them to leave. Well, why would they have to leave when there's, I'm sure, other people, probably white, that were sitting there waiting for people? Because the one woman said it. She was like, we do this all the time. We sit and wait all the time. She's like, I don't know why they did this to them. And then she was a white woman. So it was a white woman that recorded this and uploaded this, apparently. So I'm glad she did that, and I'm glad she gave that feedback, because people think like, oh, you know, the black person, they're always blowing everything out of proportion. No, you need to see the other side, that this isn't just, you know, people making a big hoopla out of nothing. This is now you see the perspective of someone white sitting there telling you, we did the exact same thing, and they did nothing to us. And then actually there was another video that just came out. A black guy went into Starbucks, and he asked to use the restroom, and he was going to buy something, but he wanted to go to the restroom. They wouldn't give him the code to the restroom. White guy comes in after him, asked for the code. They gave him the code. He didn't buy anything. So he was like, wait a minute, you just went to the restroom? He said, yeah. He's like, you didn't buy anything? He said, no. He's like, come with me. So he goes up to the counter, and he's recording, but she said, you can't record. This is a private property. You need to leave. And he was like, why? I asked to use the restroom. You gave him the code. He didn't buy anything. she's like, you need to leave. And then, whatever, it ended. But there it is, again, blatant racism and this was at a Starbucks, a different one. So
what the fuck, though? Like, who?
Right.
Okay, first of all, if I go to Starbucks and I have to use the bathroom, I want to go to the restroom first before I order my coffee because I'm not taking that shit in there.
Right, that's fucking.
And I'm not going to leave it out so that somebody can put something in it. I mean, so can I use the bathroom first? I can concentrate on my order.
Okay, and because otherwise, if I piss in this restaurant, y'all gonna have a big mess.
And I'm walking right over it, and I'm gonna order, and I'm leaving.
Okay, and I'm grabbing my fucking coffee, and I'm walking the fuck out. You should have let me fucking use the restroom, bitch.
That is ridiculous. To use the bathroom.
And now the CEO wants to meet with these guys in person and offer his apology, blah, blah, blah. Girl. And yes, this is why I love my people. I love fucking internet. They found the manager that called.
Wait a minute.
Yes. Her name is Holly Hilton, but she changed her name to Hollis Hilton, and it's Hylton for the people that want to know.
They still found your ass.
Yes, they found her ass, and she was the one. I guess she got fired. Well, they say it was a mutual decision, so they don't know if she got fired or it was like, okay, I should probably leave, or they told her you should probably go type of thing. Right. Either way, she's no longer there. They protested outside, and it was basically shut down for some time today. So that was awesome. But they need to be hit where in their pocketbook for them to understand. So I don't like Starbucks coffee because I think it tastes like ass. Okay, and I'm just imagining what ass would taste like, and I'm pretty sure it probably tastes like that. So their coffee isn't that great. I just like their ice mocha. Their ice mocha, yes. Their frap is delicious without the whip. Extra shot of espresso. But anyway.
Her order.
Okay. So that would be like the only thing, or their chai tea. Those would be the only things I'd get from there. Yeah. So other than that, their coffee to me just tastes like booty. So seriously. So like coffee and maybe a lick or two of a booty, that's what I'm assuming is what that tastes like. So like I'm not missing out on any Starbucks.
No.
But I really think, and I saw one quote, too, today. They said, stop making black businesses your second option. Just buy black to begin with. And that's true. It's true because we have a lot of power in our money. Like, people don't, and I don't want to make it, I don't want to, feed into the whole black-white thing. But in this situation, it is. White people, they try to make it seem like our money doesn't count. Well, our money does count, okay?
Yeah.
Especially, listen, a lot of those rappers and everything, girl, bye. You take our money and put it into black businesses, that will hit them where it counts for them.
Exactly. That's so true. And that's what speaking on that black business, not to start a whole new subject, but we also need to stop holding black businesses at a higher standard than we do some of these white businesses.
Okay.
And I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, asking for discounts. No.
Girl. Okay.
And I know you sounded off on this like last week or the week before. Yes.
Not paying people.
Stop asking for discounts because you don't go anywhere and ask white people for discounts. Stop asking for discounts. Okay?
Girl.
You support and you be supportive and you pay that because you don't try to negotiate your price when you go into the white business. Stop trying to negotiate with the black business. Seriously, you got to stop that, people. Shit is not only, it's tacky as fuck. Seriously. Because you have no seriously, because you'll go into Neiman Marcus trying to be all bougie and shit, knowing you can't afford the shit. But you go in there and spend your little tax money on that. But you'll go to a black boutique and talk about, ooh, girl, that's too expensive. Can I get a little bit off on that? No, bitch, because you just went across the street to the business you had no business being at, spending up all your damn tax money. Now you want to come over here and get a discount. No. No, stop being that way.
Girl, that is so annoying. And then, like, before we get on the subject, what's the rapper name? Plies.
Girl, his ass cracks me up.
Girl, did you see his video about the whole Starbucks thing?
Yes, he's like, I told y'all.
He was like, I'm not meet. He said, I'm not meet with nobody unless you got the money back.
Yes. Yes.
He's like, my lawyer gonna say, he on bed rest. I was like, that nigga's crazy.
He's like, because I'm too distraught. He's like, what is it, disgruntled? He's like, I don't even know what that means. He's like, but be disgruntled. I was like, yes, Plies. I know that's the fuck right.
Dude said, I might be with a CEO with nothing unless you got some money back.
Okay, you got that check? You got a check, we don't have shit to talk about.
Oh, my God. That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Girl. Next by Ashy.
Yes, ma'am.
People like, this bitch really need to put lotion on her heels. Ooh, but anyway, girl, all in the back. But anyway. Literally. Like, for real. Like, I don't know why you think you don't need lotion.
Okay.
But quit. Let's see, how can I put this proper? Like,
yes,
quit having babies with people that. Okay, let me redo this.
Speak on it.
Okay, so I understand. Okay, if you have a baby with somebody out in a relationship and he start acting funny, foul, whatever. Okay, things happen. Why are you having a baby one with a nigga that don't even take you to the movies?
Oh,
y'all ain't never been nowhere. All y'all do is lay up, smoke, drink. Now that y'all got a baby, you think things are gonna change? Now that your baby's here, you think that you're gonna have it as if though you are married? No, you still raggedy. You still the jump down. And the person you trying to trap is already in the process of talking to somebody else.
Ooh.
So let them bullets hit you. Because I set it up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ooh, shit, girl. Hold on. Ooh, wait a minute. I don't think I'm supposed to say that part.
Wait a minute. Let me take a sip, girl, because you always let that slip.
You, girl, I'm forgetting about the names, address.
I know. She was like, hey. It was right there at the tip of your tongue, girl. I felt that.
But that just annoys me, like, and not even just in that case that me and you were talking about, but just listening to, like, some other people, like, I know this one girl, she got, like, 8 kids with this dude.
Damn.
Right. Well, I'm sorry, she got 8 kids total, and I think, like, the last 6 are by the dude.
Damn.
And she said that she would be mad if he had kids with somebody else. But mind you, he don't do nothing for none of his kids. Now, he got, what, 6 with you, and then he got, like, 3 others out there with other women. What? But you be mad. He's like, yeah, I'll be mad if he had kids behind mine. But, girl, he don't even give you $1 for a bag of chips.
Girl, this is women I just don't understand. First of all, I'm not having no 6, 7, 8 kids with nobody, and that they're not married, and he's probably a bum.
And girl on disability.
Okay, you're a bum, and you've got multiple kids. Girl, bye. You can't do nothing for me. You can't do anything for me, and you definitely can't do anything for my kids. So why am I opening my legs so many times to you to impregnate me that many times? Girl, bye.
I ain't even do nothing with the nigga I married. Shit, 2 is my limit. Just in case you leave me, I ain't gonna be on
okay. Kids on each hip, each leg, fucking hanging off your neck. Fuck that.
Shit, fuck that shit. I had 2. Now, if you leave me, I can handle 2.
Okay. That's why I said, oh, no, ma'am. I know my daughter. She's like, Mom, can you give me a brother or sister? No. This is done. I have 1 child. Done. Her dad and I, we were engaged for like a couple of months. But anyway, we were kids.
What?
I never told you that?
No.
Oh, my God. I thought I told you that.
Girl, sidebar that later. Girl, I do not remember that.
Girl, I didn't tell you. Okay, girl.
Dude planned a whole wedding. I don't know nothing about
girl, I thought I told Okay, anyway.
Who puts herself on the
I know. I'm like, oh shit, girl. Ooh, where do I go from there? Anyway, girl. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. So y'all stop having all these damn babies with these bum ass dudes. Because you look like a plum ass fool. Seriously. Seriously. And multiple. Like, you're not married. Multiple. Okay, first of all, I don't get the multiple men and multiple babies. Like, you got a baby by each man you were fucking with. That's just ridiculous.
That's low as fuck.
As hell. And then you got multiple babies with just one bum. So you didn't figure out. Because, like, you didn't figure it out at the first one that he was a bum. Like, he was a bum at the first one. Why the fuck are you still laying up and then having more kids with the same ass bum? Like, he's not doing anything. So why the fuck are you still laying up with him and making kids? Because he's not doing shit. He wasn't doing shit for you. And he damn sure isn't doing anything for the kids. Why the fuck are you still having these babies? For me and other taxpayers to fucking take care of. Because he wants to be a fucking bum and lay up and then keep fucking cheating on you and having babies outside of your relationship.
Shit, girl, better tell him.
Girl, hold on. I have a sip. I have the flashback.
Cosmo.
Okay, girl, I'm getting lit. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm feeling myself a little bit. Everybody getting ready to get on by Ashy tonight. Shit, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Girl, are you on Nextdoor?
Yep, you got me on that app.
I was going to tell this little story before we wrap this segment up, but Nextdoor, if anybody else is familiar with it, it sounds like what it is. It's like a neighborhood app, so your neighbors, you and your neighbors, you sign up and you get like neighborhood news, like if somebody's having a garage sale or if someone needs their lawn cut or if they need recommendations for a plumber or if there's any crime in the area, stuff like that. So it's basically like classified ads in a newspaper, but it's in an app form. So if you want to know who your racist neighbors are, sign up for Nextdoor. Because any person of color, like if you live in a neighborhood that's mainly mixed or maybe is predominantly white, you'll be able to see the racism on there. And I've had to call out a few people myself in my neighborhood. One situation in particular, this woman made an allegation about some drug. Now, mind you, I've never been a crack addict. I've never done crack. I've never done heroin. But she claimed that she saw me, okay, quote unquote, saw me picking up my crack on a curb or some shit on the street, okay?
What?
Now, oh, yes, ma'am. So she was just talking shit, okay, because she was mad because I made a comment to someone else. It had nothing to do with her, but this was her response to me. So I let her know, you messed with the wrong one on the right day. So I'm letting you know that right now because she doesn't know who I know. So before I gathered, put my clap back together, I gathered all my evidence. So I found out her name. I found her address.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yes, ma'am, because I wasn't playing. So I told her, I said, you will not, I said, because this platform, I have some of my clients are on this platform, okay? And for you to make an allegation like that is detrimental to my business. I said, so you cannot and will not use my name ever again. And she made I can't remember what she said. Oh, you don't scare me. I said, I don't need to scare you, honey. I'm not trying to scare you, but I can't promise you that this will end. So I sent her a cease and desist letter.
Oh, okay? My goodness, yes.
Cease and desist. And I let her know, you use my name or any allegation against me on this platform ever again, I will come after you. I got her address. I got her name. I got her husband's name. I sent her the cease and desist letter. I contacted Nextdoor. I let them know I sent her a cease and desist letter. I haven't seen her on this platform since.
Oh, my God.
And there's a lead because they have leads that are like the people that kind of quote unquote police the comments. So when things start getting off topic or if they're outside of the rules of the site, then they filter all that kind of stuff out. So there was a particular lead that I felt was really racist because he only singled out people of color. So I wrote them and I let them know that if this is the kind of platform or if this is the kind of thing you want to be known for this platform, please let me know, because I know people, advocates not only here, but well-known advocates that I can release this information to. And I said I have screenshots and I have all the information. I said, so next door will be blasted on all social media outlets. I said, so I don't think you want that kind of negativity and that kind of attention. I suggest you remove them as a lead. Guess what? He was removed as a lead. So they don't. Oh, yes. So they don't want that kind of attention. So the thing is, you have to call them out on that. So I contacted them directly. I contacted Nextdoor directly. I didn't go through the app. I didn't do any of that. I contacted them directly. So I just say to anybody using Nextdoor, don't go for that bullshit. And you don't even have to respond to these people on the app. Just keep your receipts, because that's what I did. I don't need to say anything else. I kept my receipts, as they say. I took screenshots. I got all that woman's information. I got the proof that I sent her a cease and desist, because I sent it through the app as well. And they have copies of all that. So they were like, hey, she's a problem, because she had been kicked off the site like 6 times anyway before because of her antics. Yes. So Nextdoor, okay, and the people on there being their little racist selves, please continue, because one of these days you'll be on blast on a national platform, and it'll be very hard for you to recover. So that's why it's like I'm so glad the Starbucks stuff is coming out, because people need to understand we won't stand for it.
Exactly. Oh, my God. Girl, I didn't know that happened.
Yes, ma'am. Sure did. I got all her information. I still have it, too. I held on to it because that happened in, I think it was September, October.
Oh, my gosh. Picking up crack.
Yeah, I said I was picking up crack or something like that from, something like she saw me picking up crack. First of all, you don't even know who I am, okay?
Right. That's not, girl, bye.
Girl, because I'm like, if I was that kind of grimy person, or if I called some grimy-ass people up, she just doesn't know. You can't talk to people like that because you have absolutely no idea where they're from, their background, who they know. You know what I'm saying? If I was that type of person that had those type of connections, no telling what would have happened to her. Because, she made some real foul allegations. So I sent her a cease and desist, and that was the last of her. Sure did.
Yeah, get legal on that monkey ass.
Hell yeah. She's thinking I'm talking about coming to beat her up. No, bitch, I could do that. I'm not going to do that. I could have somebody else do that. But I'm going to come to you on this level, because that's going to hurt you. Because if I sue you, I'm taking that house. And then I'm going to make you pay me rent, bitch. That's what the fuck I'm on.
Yes, come the fuck through.
Okay.
That's crazy. Oh, my gosh. Girl, now you maybe want to get on the app, because I barely go on there.
And dare somebody say something. Yes, ma'am.
Right. And I'm going to be sitting there with an attitude. Ain't nobody going to say nothing.
Okay. Okay. You sure did. Said that bitch. Cease and just motherfucking desist, bitch.
Well, at least Nextdoor's on it. At least they didn't be like, okay, girl, bye. At least they,
Oh, yeah. But once I showed them, I showed them that shit. They took him off as a lead. I didn't hear nothing from her. I think I saw one comment from her since then ever on that site. She doesn't say shit. I don't know if they took her off or if she just doesn't comment anymore because she's got so many warnings.
Motherfuckers get real bad behind this keyboard.
Okay, but I told Nextdoor, I said, if it comes to that point, you will be named, okay? Because I will name you in the lawsuit because you've been put on notice about this woman. I sure did. Because she's she's been suspended from the site more than once. So I let them know I will name you on the lawsuit if it gets that far, because you've been placed on notice and you've known her antics for some time because of how many times she's been suspended from the site. I said, so I don't know what the fuck they told her, but she hasn't said. She's been mum.
Oh, well, bye, Dusty.
Okay, bitch.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's going to wrap up by Ashy this week. So all y'all Ashy folks that we just named, grab that lotion and don't miss those heels.
Especially that one, like, bitch, you look like you be walking around with no shoes on.
She do.
Girl. Fucking walking around in fucking thong sandals in the wintertime. I need you to stop.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. Them joints have been through some things. Okay, now on to our celebrity chat. Yes, celebrities have been acting up this week. This damn Tristan Thompson. Girl.
No fucks.
Oh, zero. This man been in it. Talk about he was discussing. Oh shit, this damn Cosmo. That's a discussion. Fuck. Anyway, he was discussing life and religion with these women in a light club while motorboating their breasts, kissing. What part of that had to do with religion, sir? Were you praying? Were you blessing her? What was going on? Because what about that had to do with life and religion?
Girl, them titties.
Okay. And Chloe gave birth, like, as this all came out, and Chloe gave birth, like, 2 days later. That's what's so fucked up about it. And I'm like, this woman is at home, getting ready to have your baby. But this also shows women, okay? And I will always, because people would say this, you know, and I would be like, yeah, that's true, maybe not, whatever. But you will. You lose them how you got them, okay? Because he had another woman pregnant, and then Chloe came in, and I don't know what it is about the Kardashians, but they think they're, like, just greater than any woman on this earth, and, like, nothing could ever happen to them. You need to stop, because it doesn't matter how much money you have, what you look like, how many surgeries you had, who you know, none of that, because he still stepped out on your ass, and you were pregnant, okay? Now, I'm not condoning any of that, but you can't expect him to do you any better than he did his last one, because that's how you got him. Exactly. So don't think that you are so much better than that one that he won't do it to you. So let's not be shocked and all, oh my God, this is so shocking. No, because that's how you got him. So I wouldn't have, you know, she didn't say much. I don't think she said anything about it until she said, you know, I heard she said she forgave him. What else is there to do? Because you look like the idiot. What else is there to do but forgive him?
Because his other girl was what, like, I don't know if she had the baby or was pregnant when he got with Chloe.
A girl damn near in the hospital, legs open, pushing, and he was like, okay, next.
Oh, wait.
I just, you know, to me, women like that, it's just, you know, you get what you ask for. You wanted him that bad, you're going to get all of him, and that's part of him. He's fucking all around, so there you go.
Girl, somebody said he allergic to newborns.
Dude said, I saw this meme where they said, how many months are you? They said 9, and they showed him shooting off, like running off. Dude said he's allergic to fucking 9 months. I was like, I'm done.
Oh, man, the internet.
I'm done. Okay. But, yeah, I don't feel bad for her at all.
No, don't.
Not at all. But they named the baby True Thompson. They named her. Right. Now, Chris, their mother, is claiming that her father and grandfather, her father's name is True, and her grandfather's middle name was true. Something like that. That's what she's claiming, or whatever. It may be true, it may not be. Ha ha ha. But
I thought my daddy was O.J. Simpson.
Girl, I'm hanging up on you. I'm hanging up.
Girl, that's what the blog
say. No, Chris, their mom.
Oh, that's her lover.
Okay. I was like, ooh. They bring OJ up like, ooh.
Okay.
Girl, but what's going on with the crime show?
Yeah, so I guess Chloe ugly ass will be coming out with a crime show called Twisted Sisters. I forgot where I saw it at, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm interested. Well, I probably will be because I just don't want to hear her voice, and I know I will, so they annoy me so much.
Yeah.
But I guess it's supposed to be a crime show about sisters that, did crimes.
Oh my God. You know what? Out of all the sisters, Chloe was like the only one that I really liked.
Really?
Yeah, before. But now I think I'm over all the Kardashians at this point. But one thing I can't hate on is that their hustle. Like, they really do try to get into everything and have multiple streams. So I can't knock that. Like, I admire their hustle on that part. But everything Kardashian, they pretty much annoy me. And I think it's mostly because of the appropriation of the culture. Like,
yeah.
It just annoys me when people do that, and it's just whatever. But, kudos to them for wanting to branch out and do different things, but they annoy the hell out of me.
Girl, very much so.
Because I'm like, they've been on TV for how long?
Girl, I've never watched an episode of that show.
Girl, like, shit. Like, I'm over them by this point.
Oh, like, no, they are annoying.
As hell. And what is this Trey Songz going on? I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, I was reading it, girl, on something online. But Trey Songz, he had a felony domestic violence case, and the district attorney rejected it. He said there was nothing there to prove that, take it forward.
Yes.
So
okay.
They dropped it.
Okay.
So I guess Trey Songz go back to singing how he be doing people up.
Like, oh yeah, my neighbors know my name.
Girl, okay. I was like, okay, Trey.
All right now, little cute self. He's all right. I mean, he's cute. Whatever, whatnot.
Right.
Girl, and then Kenya Moore is pregnant.
Girl, yeah, what's up with that shit? How old are we? 1,000?
Okay, she's almost 50.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Like, girl, but, she really wanted to have a baby. So I don't know if she's having the baby naturally or if there's a surrogate, whatever, because I haven't seen the details on that. But, kudos to her. She's finally getting her baby that she wanted. Good for her. But, girl, but just like I couldn't understand Janet waiting until 50, but I think Janet had a plan, girl.
Girl.
That's a billionaire, so I think she had a plan.
Okay.
But, I'm happy for her. That's what she wanted, but it's like, shit. Wait till you're 50 to have a baby. Shit.
I think my baby be in first grade when I'm 50.
I'm hanging up on you.
Man, goddamn.
Bye.
Shit, call me Kenya. I'll tell you how to. Shit, I ain't even 40 yet, and she's annoying.
That's why I said, bless her heart. She want a baby that bad, but some women, they wait and whatever. It's it is what it is. She wanted to wait till she got married, but shit. Fuck. No, ma'am.
Congratulations, girl.
Yes, girl. Good luck. Fuck that. But did you hear about Stevie J owing like $1.3 million in child support?
Girl, we need to get it together.
First of all, how do you rack up that much fucking child support?
Right. How much are your payments, sir?
That, okay. That is a lot of child support. So he could be facing, I guess he's going to jail or he has to report to jail. I don't know. I haven't seen an update on it, but I guess he was supposed to report on the 10th. So I don't know how long he got and if he even went. I don't know what's going on, but, ooh, Stevie. How the hell you get out of that?
Well, shit, pay. He got that money.
Well, apparently he was on probation for a few years to allow him time to pay that shit off, and he didn't. Because the last I heard, it was at $1 million, so I don't know if it earned interest or what the fuck happened, but now it's up to 1.3. And I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck he's been doing these last few years, but apparently it wasn't paying that child support. So now he's got to go serve some time. I don't know how much time, but girl, the 1.3, I'm like, how many kids does he have?
Girl, that kid like grown.
That's what I thought. I'm like, he's got a couple that are young, but I'm like, how, shit, does he owe child support from the grown kids too, or what's going on? That's a lot of fucking money.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, you're getting money from the show. Like, how are you not? And he's got his own show plus Love and Hip Hop, so that Leave It to Stevie or something, whatever it is, and then Love and Hip Hop. So I'm not sure why, whatever's going on there though. But I hope he gets it together because that's sad.
Yeah, let's get it together, sir.
Yes, man.
Girl, so yeah, you heard Nicki Minaj's new album?
Well, I thought she was dropping an album, but she dropped these 2 songs or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I've never been a big Nicki fan. And it's just, I just have never been a big Nicki fan. It's nothing against her or anything like that. It's just I haven't been a big fan like that. Not to say she's not good and not to say I don't like any of her songs. I just haven't been that big fan of hers. Right. And there's, there's like, I'm not a big fan of a lot of people. I like their music, but I'm not just like oh my God, I'm going to go crazy over them. I am a big fan of Cardi though. That's just because her story, like, she's real and all of that. And plus I've seen her, before she blew up. So that's why, like, for her, I'm really rooting her on. But I didn't really like the songs. And it might be something that I have to listen to a few times to kind of get into. I didn't like them. What did you think about them?
I wasn't. I really like them.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm like, I don't know. I would have expected more, but I don't know. Maybe because part of the reason why I was a little like side-eye with her anyway is the timing of this, because it's kind of like she tried to take Cardi's shine.
Yeah.
And I just think that's shady. Like, that's shady as fuck to me. Because if you were really more for the empowerment and bringing up, because shit, Cardi is in her mid-20s and Nicki is what, in her mid-30s? Like, let this girl come up. Like, you can't, shit, you're not competing, you're not on the same level. Let her come up. So, to me, I just think that was shady as hell. And then, she's bringing up, now she had gone ghost for I don't know how long, okay? Right. And then she comes out bringing up all this old shit about Cardi and this whole motorsport song and stuff. Like, that shit was, okay, that shit was months ago. Like, why didn't you make a comment then? Why are you making a comment and a big deal about her interviews and shit now? Like, why is this a big deal now that you came out with your songs just to come up with some shit around the time that she came out, with her album? Like, to me, that's just all shady as fuck, and it's like she doesn't want to see her win, which is real foul to me.
Right.
So, to me, I'm just like, you should, if you had something to say, you should have said it back then when the shit came out. Like, why bring this up now other than to be shady? So that's real foul to me. So I didn't like the songs. Okay, I thought she was coming out with an album, the hype that she gave it. I thought she was coming out with an album. She dropped 2 songs. And to me, they weren't that great. Okay, and everybody's still writing the Cardi train. So
pretty much.
I don't, whatever. But it's just, to me, it was just the timing. It was just real shady on Nicki's part to me.
Yeah, she could have did better. It all sounds the same to me, to be honest. All her music starting to sound the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh well, get it together, Nicki.
Right. I love you though, girl.
Okay, don't talk about me, Carrie.
Okay. Okay. Oh, girl, I love me some Avant. He was on Unsung. I love me some Avant.
Uh-oh.
Yes, girl. He got thick, too.
Oh, did he?
Girl, he got thick. Ooh, and I love me some thick.
Okay.
He got thick. But yes, he was on Unsung, and it took me back, because I've been playing his songs on my playlist, but I'm like, I had a whole session after watching that. I'm all Avant. Like, yes, that's my boy. A little thick, so. But obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, my child happened to ruin that whole thing for me. Because I'm like, oh, you remember Mommy listens to Avant, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, he always used to remind me of 21 Charges. I was like, what?
What?
Yes, he reminded her of 21 Charges. So I'm like, oh my God.
Serious?
Yes, and if anybody doesn't know from the last episode or episode before, 21 Charges is an ex of mine that is doing prison time right now for some foul shit. So I call him 21 Charges because he damn near had that many. So 21 Charges. So yes, she told me that, and now like it's ruined it for me for saying that how good he looks to me now. I'm like, okay, so you just ruined it.
Oh my God, that is your child. They don't look nothing alike.
Okay, girl. Like, where? Oh, he looked more like Diddy to me than him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everybody used to call him. Yeah, everybody used to call him Diddy.
Just maybe a shade lighter.
Yeah, but I'm darker. And I'm like, shit, I can't look at Diddy the same. He always used to be cute to me, but I can't look at him the same anymore. And now she just ruined it for me with Avant. I'm
Girl,
like, damn.
No, I'm going to talk to her about that one.
I was like, you don't look like no damn 21 Charges. Shit.
Oh, my God. No, girl. That's too funny.
Oof.
Girl, so what's the Hazel E. ball head at?
Girl, you know what? And I used to root for Hazel E. Her real name is Erica, but I used to root for her when she was on Love and Hip Hop because I always thought that she was just misunderstood.
Right.
First of all, I didn't know she was in her late 30s. Okay.
Oh, really?
I didn't know she was seasoned. Okay. No, I honestly thought she was a little bit younger than that. But,
wig season.
Okay. Yeah, some of those blonde wigs, I need her to stop. But I used to root for her, but some of the backlash she's getting now is kind of opened up. I'm like, okay, well, let me see what she's talking about. Well, one, her putting up that negative post, I don't know if you saw it, about Cardi. She's like, oh, I've been in the game for 16 years, and first of all, I can't name one song that you've done, okay, other than this latest one that you put out that's pure trash. But it's like, oh, you're claiming blood and blah, blah, blah. You're not all this, whatever, bloods and all of that stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, first of all, you are how many years older than Cardi?
Right.
Go sit down. You are too old to be arguing with this girl. And on top of that, like Cardi, I didn't see anything that Cardi even mentioned Hazel. Like, I don't know if she just did this. Because I'm thinking maybe she just targeted her and said something so that she could get some attention. Because why else would you target a large celebrity, a huge celebrity like that, especially somebody that's like getting a lot of attention right now?
Right.
Unless you're looking to get some attention. So like, I saw that, you know, obviously, and then the shit that she just got in trouble for, you know, making comments about dark-skinned black women. But
oh yeah,
she was on Ayanna this past weekend.
Oh God.
And well, it was an eye opener because I kind of felt bad for her because what happened was that she has an issue with Ayanna was bringing out. She has an issue with dark-skinned women because she was molested as a child by two dark-skinned women.
What?
Yes, they were supposed to be her babysitters, and they made her do at 5 years old. They molested her and they made her do things to another child. So
what?
Yes, and I felt bad for her because I'm like, okay, well that makes sense if she has issues, you know, underlying issues with black women. So she's got some issues. So I watched that and I'm like, okay, so I have sympathy for her and I feel bad for her. But then I think, well, okay, she did this. Obviously, it was filmed well before Cardi's album dropped, but she turned around and made this comment about Cardi.
Right.
And I'm like, and part of what her comment said was, oh, it's been past the 90 days of Ayanna or whatever, and now I'm, you know, basically like she was doing the 90-day period of, I don't know what she had. I don't know if Ayanna told her 90 days to, you know, think about herself or meditate, whatever she told her to do, therapy. But she was just like, it's been past the 90-day mark. So whatever it is, she didn't learn from it. So she's still out here doing that. So I used to root for her, but I felt bad for her after watching that story. But I'm like, she's not learning from it. She's not trying to change.
Oh my goodness, that's too much.
Yeah. So I kind of feel bad for her, but she's not learning, so oh well.
Girl, it's not like she's trying to do the same shit. Go sit your ass down. I mean,
okay.
Go
and your music is trash, ma'am. So garbage. I used to
bass funk. Girl, I saw a little previews. I'm like, girl, not that weird.
No. And the lace fronts with the ponytails, you guys are killing me. Oh, you're killing me.
Okay, take that shit off, dog.
Oh, and it'd be the blonde wigs, and you can see your black ass edges. Like, stop. Fuck, this shit looks like horrible.
Girl, looks like little fucking underarm hairs.
Okay. Okay, like, ma'am, your hair is showing. I need you to tuck that away.
Yes, God.
Oh, this is horrible.
So, did you see the videos of Beyonce at Coachella?
I wanted to be there. Now, I'm not part of, what do they call that? The Beehive? Yeah, whatever it is. I'm not part of that. I'm not all like, oh my God, Bey is life. She is like the queen. Like, I'm not all into like putting celebrities on fucking pedestals like that. But I can say Beyonce killed it. And I'm so proud of her because she took this platform and made that shit as black as possible.
Yes.
I'm so proud of her. Yes, ma'am. I'm like, where do I sign up to go to BayU and become part of the what is it, the Bay fraternity, sorority, whatever. I'm like, where do I sign up? Yes.
Yeah, she did a really good job. I love when she came out as was that Cleopatra?
Girl, she
not Cleopatra.
Or Nefertiti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl, she came out and that whole performance was absolutely amazing.
Girl, I saw some posts, they said Beyonce, the queen of shade, she charged all that money for tickets for white people to buy and let the black people stay at home watch it for free.
Okay.
Oh man, I was dying laughing.
Girl.
But yeah, it was a really good video. It's first black female to headline, so you can't say nothing else about her.
I mean, it was amazing. It was beautiful. I think she did an amazing job. Like, there's nothing bad you could say about that. The whole performance was wonderful.
I don't know why they brought Michelle out, but okay.
Girl, that reverse twerk, I have never. And that poor baby don't have a hint of booty. She don't have a hint, not a hint of an ass. I don't know what she was popping or what. It looked like her back was hurting. I don't know what was going on. But the internet does not let this woman live. That poor baby.
That's why I can't be famous, because I'd probably be at home crying every single day.
Like, oh, they got me.
Girl, okay.
I couldn't. I'd have to delete all my social media. I couldn't look at it. They're going in on that poor baby.
Yes, God.
Girl. And then, did you hear about Adrian Bronner and Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I heard a little bit about it. What's going on with them niggas?
So Bronner put up a picture of him and Charlamagne, okay? And you know, there had been a little bit of tension between Charlamagne and 6ix9ine because he was on the Breakfast Club or whatever. And Charlamagne basically told him he was pretty much like trash or whatever. So
right, he's so stupid.
So 6ix9ine had just commented under the photo, which was posted by Adrian, clown. That's all he said was clown. He didn't say at anybody. He just said clown. Well, people who know in the history knew or pretty much assumed he was talking about Charlamagne. So Adrian posted a video calling him out, talking about, you know, you don't want this. Like, I'm not, you know, those rappers you trolled or anything like that. Basically, you can get this work type of thing.
Yes.
Girl, I would love to see that. But so everybody in the comments were like, whoa, he was talking about Charlamagne, you know, don't, you know, just leave it. You've got a fight to focus on because he's fighting, Jesse Vargas or something this weekend, I think. So they're like, focus on the fight. You know, he's just trying to throw you off. Just, you know, whatever. Just don't, you know, forget him, whatever. So then 6ix9ine posts a video.
Oh, God.
Girl calls him out, telling him when he comes to town, he needs to check in, and he's got $300,000 and he loses the fight and all kinds of stuff. And he's just like, you know, 5 million views of his Gotti video or some shit. And I'm like, I still don't know what music this kid puts out, okay?
Me either.
To make him so good. So I'm like, maybe I should listen to something, but he doesn't look like he puts out good music. But whatever.
Right.
Because he's too busy on social media beefing with people. So I'm like, when do you have time to make music, sir? Like, you know. But, so yeah, that I'm interested in seeing, like, what the hell happens with this, honestly. Because I would love to see Bronner, like, fucking whoop this little kid's ass. Because he does talk a lot of shit. He does. It's one of those things, like, you know, you don't, you know, promote violence or anything like that, but you kind of want to see his ass get whooped. That's where I'm at right now. Like, you know, if it would happen, you know, I wouldn't be like, oh my God. I'd be like, good, you should have got your ass whooped. So he talks a lot of shit.
Loser.
Okay, so yeah, we'll be interested in seeing that and see what happens. So maybe we'll be reporting back next week about what happened in New York this weekend. Yes, ma'am. Okay, but that wraps up this week's Celebrity Chat, and we will be right back after this quick break.
If you enjoy this podcast, remember to check us out every Tuesday with a new episode to download from iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play Music, and Spotify. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Gemini T Pod.
Hey, are you a small business owner that is overwhelmed with daily tasks? Do you need an administrative assistant but can't afford one? If so, contact SK Business Solutions today. Their trained virtual assistants can help you with any task, big or small. Go to www.sk-virtual.com. That's www.sk-virtual.com. SK Business Solutions, committed to helping your business achieve greatness.
Welcome back to the show, and we're going to hop right into the topic of the week. This week is single life versus married life. So what we're going to do is just kind of, I guess, give pros and cons to both. So I used to be single, so I guess I can kind of still speak on that and speak on the married life, which is, okay, yeah. So, I guess I'll go ahead and kick it off. Married life is a very hard, very, very hard, especially if you got two people working at it, and especially if you got two people from two totally different upbringings. My husband and I are we're similar as far as like old school and, keeping the family together and, all that blase stuff, but it's some things, like he thinks I'm too hard on kids. Like I discipline. I'll get in your ass. I don't care if you won. I don't care if you just got here or whatever. I'm in your ass. And I don't know. It's because if we had the girls, if he doesn't he really doesn't discipline them. You know what I mean? Like he lets them get away with like murder. So that's like one of the things we kind of like bump heads with. I don't know. Married life is hard. Like submitting to somebody, that's something I'm still learning. That shit annoys me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and when I mean submit, it's not like he'd be like, okay, bitch, go wash my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like having to talk to somebody about money. Like when I got my tax returns when I was single, I'll be at the mall. Like,
okay,
I'm buying FUBU, everything. That's when it was in style. But anyway, but now, having to talk to somebody about finances and coming together, like that's just annoying. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say it like that.
I was like, hello?
I should say it's different. Because I can't believe we're coming up on 5 years. Like, I don't know, it's crazy.
That went by fast.
Yeah, it went by really fast. So, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know, being single, yeah, it was fun and stuff, but it's kind of nice to have somebody here all the time.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I know I get on his nerves majorly, and likewise. So it's nice that, now we're at the point we have to beat each other's face. We're not that newlywed stage where we're like, every 5 minutes, I want to be up on you. Now it's like, okay, don't you want to go see your friends? Like,
okay.
What Joe doing? I'm like, she busy.
You're like, I don't have any friends.
Okay, I'm still here.
Like, let's do something.
Okay, but I don't know. What you think, Joe?
Well, my single life is very boring. So,
girl,
it is. So, and you know me, like I've never dated multiple people at once.
Mhm.
So for me, it's like I haven't had that kind of single life experience yet. Because I'll date somebody and then it's like, oh, you're getting on my nerves, and then I'll be done with them, and then I won't date for a while because men folk irritate me. So, yes, ma'am. So they irritate my soul. So what I'll do is I'll date, and then it's like, okay, I'm just going to stop dating now because they're annoying me. And then a little bit turns into like years, and then I'll open up again and date. And then it'd be another annoying situation, and then I'll stop dating again. So, but I promised myself this summer that I'm opening myself up to dating. Yay! And I'll date more than one person at a time.
Oh, girl, yeah.
Yes. So we'll have to report back, and when I have my dating experiences, I'll report back and update everybody on that. But for me, the single life, I don't have to report back. I don't have to answer to anybody. I can go do what the hell I want to when I want to do it. And like I said in another episode, like if I don't feel like shaving, I don't have to shave.
Mm-hmm.
I can look any type of way I want to look right now, unless, like when you're dating though, you have to like get yourself together. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not at the dating stage right now, so it's like I'm super single. So right now I'm not doing much. But yeah, but I guess the downside of that of being super single is not having somebody to like call it, hey, let's go do this and let's go do that, or or even having like the same person, because I don't, this is a little bit sidetracked, but I am not out there having sex with any and everybody, and not everybody I date is somebody I have sex with. So it's been a couple of years, so it's like, I mean, if I wanted to, I could call. I got some people I call, but none of them are worth breaking that for. So, it's just like something like that. So if you're single and you are sexually active, it's like instead of being all over the place, you would have one constant person, which I think is a plus, obviously, of being in a relationship or married. But yeah, like I don't want to say I feel lonely sometimes. It's just once in a blue moon, I'll be like, damn, I wish I had somebody to call to go do this with.
Right.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm good.
And now you said that shit quick.
Girl, I'm telling you, and I've always wanted to get married. I've always wanted to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, you know what? If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Like, I'm good with just going with the flow, just because, and it'll take somebody to change my mind. That's what I'm hoping. Someone will change my mind about that. But just because I've been single for so long and I've seen so much shit with relationships, it's just been like, you know what? I'm good on that.
And I swear, it's like once because I kind of did the same thing. I was like, okay, so if I'm not supposed to have kids, I'm not supposed to get married. It is what it is. I'm just gonna have to live a fulfilling life. It's like as soon as I did that, like a month later, here come dude.
Yep.
I was like, oh, okay, hey, how you doing?
Okay. Oh, well, there's one person I had my eye on.
Girl, you know how I feel.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can't get with nobody until I test that out first.
Okay, yes, ma'am. And then report back.
Okay. That'd be a whole fucking segment. Yes, God.
Okay. But yeah,
yes, Madonna touched for the very first time.
You so stupid.
I damn near. It's been what, 2, 3? It could be 3. It's been a while.
Oof.
Years.
Oh, girl.
Girl. I know. Hold on. Let me look at my phone. Nobody.
Girl, that's another good thing about being married. Yeah, we right there.
Okay, you can just roll over to yours and be like, okay, I'm good.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta call mine. I gotta prep for it. Like, it's too much work.
Girl, put this headscarf on, go right upstairs.
Okay.
Hello.
You gonna give it to me or not? I'm tired. Like,
girl with a straight attitude, like, okay. Not sound like that.
Girl, you gotta get cute when you're dating and shit, and I don't have time for all that. Like,
oh yeah, I hate that shit.
Girl, and it's too late. Like, I can't be waiting up late for nobody to come over. It's too late. I'll be tired, and he'll fuck around. I'll be asleep, and he'll be at the door. Like, no.
Girl, yeah, but marriage is a beautiful thing. One thing I am glad I did was actually had a wedding thanks to you, because if it wasn't, for your help, I was on my way to the courthouse. I was like, man, fuck this shit.
It is a lot of work.
Because it was annoying, like, like my husband's Muslim, so, we weren't going to get married in church. Then I kept getting all this slack back, and it's like I wasn't even getting it back from the people I thought I was, like my parents. They didn't give a damn. They was just happy I was getting married. They didn't care.
Right.
They was like, girl, I don't care what he do. They like, we wish the devil. I'm like, no. I was like, okay, well, bye. I was like, dang, girl.
Okay.
I had a few TTs like, well, why you didn't get married in church? And what? I'm like, speak to my
Okay.
Speak to my Joe, because I got time to talk to you.
Okay.
Contact her, please.
I wish somebody would come comment on my web. I'd be like, doesn't your husband have a whole mistress? Like, why are you talking to me? Don't worry about where I'm getting married.
Got Girl, we got to go back into another segment.
Oh, girl, hold on. Let me get a sip, because I'm like, I'm taking this back. Don't worry about what's going on, bitch. Yes, girl.
But yeah, but being married is cool. Would I want to be single again? I think if I got divorced, I would never get married again, though. I know that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something else.
Oh, like I've never none of this ever happened.
No, I was like, hello?
Oh, girl, no. But if we got divorced or whatever, like, I would never get married again. Well, I'm going to say never because I don't know, but I definitely won't be looking for it. It's just too much.
Yeah, I think it would take somebody really, really, like, spectacular to change my mind. Because right now, I'd be good for dating long term. Just, you know, I don't know. I don't know.
Sure, I think
there's good. I think it's good. A lot of good things in both. For single women though, I really don't want you guys to be desperate though.
Yeah.
Don't feel desperate just because you're single. Like if you're single, embrace your single, and really take that time to get to know you and love yourself and respect yourself, so that you can become a better person for the right person. Because not everybody you're dating is going to be that right person. Like, don't look for them to be the right person. Don't expect anything. Go with the flow, day by day, and then you see what happens. But definitely don't just go out of desperation, because you will end up with some trash, some bum, and then you're going to be wishing that you would have taken your time and not taken that route. So, because like I said before many times, and I'm proud of it, I've been single for 13 years this year. I'm not getting ready to just jump on the first thing smiling at me. So, okay, because I could have, but I'd have been miserable, because they get on my nerves to this day. Girl, fuck. So, yeah, just don't be desperate. Just take your time. And I'm not saying you have to wait decades like I have, but I'm just saying, like... You know, take your time. Just don't jump from one to another, and don't just do it just because you feel desperate and you just want somebody.
Right. But yeah, I do agree with you. There's, plus sides to both. I mean, just like Oprah, shit, she was 7, they ain't get married.
Okay. I don't blame her. He's not getting my money.
Sure, you better have your own.
Okay.
You won't be getting this.
I know that's right. Work on all my damn life.
Girl,
get here, you try to take my money. Okay? No, ma'am.
Does she have kids?
You know, there was a rumor that she had one, and I don't know what happened, but there was a rumor that she had a son, but I don't know if that's true. That she gave him up or something like that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's true or not, but who knows? But no.
That's interesting. I have to research that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Joe said, don't rush to get married. You don't, just embrace being single. I know I did. I had a ball.
Yes. Take your time.
I was out here.
Okay, and that's what I'm looking for. And my sister was like, you're waiting until almost 40 to be a hoe? Yes, ma'am, I am. Because I'm done. Okay, I'm done raising my child, and now it's my time. Like, and I'm not saying I'm completely done. I'm just saying she's 18, and she's she graduated school early. So I'm like, I'm done. I can go out now and be that hoe. And I'm saying hoe as in dating multiple people. I'm not sleeping around, and I'm not doing all that. I've never been that person to be all over the place. But I said that to say this.
Okay.
I do plan on getting out there and dating multiple people and just seeing what the hell I've been missing out on this past, 10 plus years. So, and engaging more, I should say, because I dated here and there with like a couple years in between. But now I want to fully engage and embrace like dating. So, before I used to say, I don't have the time because, I'm raising my child and I've got other family members that depend on me, so I'm focused on that, which is fine. I that's what I chose to do, but now I'm about to be 100, so it'll be nice before I dry the hell up to, explore dating.
Well, I want to hear from our gems out there. What do you think? What's better, being married or being single? Well, I guess it depends on what you're doing, how you're gonna answer. But I know some married people probably like single.
Okay. Yeah, whatever your opinion is, let us know.
And you can go ahead and email that to GeminiTpodcast@gmail.com. And just let us know what you think, or give us some advice. Or, since Joe's getting back into the dating game, some dating advice. No, well, I'm going to say no pictures unless you're cute.
Okay, unless you're cute, you can send some. And maybe we might have a special to hook me up. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
No, ma'am, you were fired. No, I fired you years ago, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh,
damn. Okay. Well, you gotta have attitude.
I'm going to sidetrack. Let me sidetrack so everybody, all the listeners could know, okay? So, Leka, okay, her track record with hooking me up has been a boo-boo, okay?
I think that's what everybody, girl.
Yeah, everybody. So, she would meet somebody, and he would be the most established, the cutest, best one out of the group of the friends, okay? Whatever it is.
I got that.
That's the one. So she'd get him, and he's like, "Oh, girl, he's got a friend." The friend come rolling up, busted as fuck, a bum, living in the basement of the friend, like shit like that. That's the one.
Of the friend.
Yes, you know who I'm talking about. Yes, she would hook me up. That's the kind of guy she would hook me up with. I'm like, girl, oh, he's cute though, girl. And now, mind you, our tastes are different. So she'd be like, oh, he's a real cute girl. And then so if she knew he was cute, then I would know, okay. We got different tastes. And not to say they'd be ugly or anything. I just knew that we are on, they wouldn't be as attracted to me, if they are her, whatever. Or she knew that they weren't attractive, but she was just telling me that they were cute because she knew. Okay.
Oh, my God.
But, yes, so she was fired years ago. But if you guys have some hookups you have for me, you can slide into our DM or slide into our email and post your little prospective photos and whatever. No mugshots, because you send me a mugshot, you're getting blocked. Mugshots get blocked.
Right. Or the jail pose.
Yeah, maybe I might, maybe we might add something on to show, like, me dating later on, like a special segment with the updates. I don't know.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, that'd be a little juicy if I have some interesting stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, y'all go ahead and send that information in. And we are going to go ahead and wrap up the topic of the week. Now let's spill some tea.
Oh, this week, spill the tea. We have this one in particular that sent us a question. So I'm going to read it, and then we'll give our feedback. My husband and I are going through a separation, but still living in the same house for the time being.
Mm-mm.
Every so often, one or both of us get that urge and end up having sex. He feels like we both have needs, so why not? And I understand where he's coming from, but I feel like it makes things more messy between us emotionally. Because of this, I have been mulling over the idea of becoming abstinent for a while. I don't want the fact that we have great sex to overshadow the fact that our marriage has serious issues. What should I do? You want to tackle this one first?
Girl, you need to stop having sex with him, for one.
Okay.
Because can't nobody pull away.
Ugh.
Especially if the sex is good. Y'all already married, so that, like, for me, I'll be like, oh, okay, well, shit, this is my husband. I'll get off that.
Okay.
Do it. Girl, why won't nobody move? Well, I ain't gonna say move because shit, time's hard, so let me chill on that, but If you can, you need to either move or go into a different room or tell him you can't get no booty or something. Girl, take it over. Because I don't know what to tell.
Girl, listen, bless your heart. If you have, and I know marriage is totally different, but I've been in a situation where the sex was phenomenal, and I stayed just because the sex was wonderful, but that is not a healthy situation, girl. So it's not a healthy situation, because I know the peen that Wayne will have you hypnotized. I get it.
Girl, lying, sneaking out.
Girl, cheating. Hold on, girl. But when he throw that back out, girl, shit.
Girl.
You be like, cheat where? Cheat who?
Okay.
Girl, you did what? I don't know. I don't remember.
You so crazy.
Girl, I know it does something to you, but you got to snap out of that because first of all, I don't believe in relationships being built off of sex anyway. Right. It's not a solid foundation. So if you remove the sex aspect of your relationship, what is there left? Because obviously you're separated for a reason. Okay? So get back to that core reason, and you have to remove that cloud. And that cloud right now is that sexual connection and that connection that you guys, attraction that you guys have. So if you remove that component, then it opens your eyes to what the real issue is. The real issue is whatever it is the reason why you're separated. So yes, I believe that you should abstain from having sex, especially with him, and figure out, because if you're just separated, that means you guys aren't really moving or have said, I definitely just want a divorce. So then maybe there's still time for you guys to figure out what's going on, but get back to whatever that issue is and solve that minus the sex, because the sex can cloud. And you need to kind of get to the bottom of whatever that issue is and clear it up and figure out, are we staying together or are we moving on with our lives? And then only after that, if you decide to stay together, then fine, do you. But you got to cut out that sex. Like, exactly. You can't. That connection there keeps things last, because then you're going to be holding on to sex the longest, and then you'll be separated, for the longest, and just be having sex because it's going to be hard to let go. You got to cut it and get down to the root of the actual issues you guys have and figure out which way you guys need to go. But you have to cut that sex.
Yeah,
that's
so
my
true.
opinion. Yeah, my opinion is to cut the sex.
I totally agree. Just think about why you guys are separating. Keep it in the forefront.
Yes, ma'am.
But sometimes I don't be strong enough.
Well, okay, girl, I was just curious.
I'm like, okay, come on, hurry up.
Girl. Good.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, God. Okay, so yes, we just take out that sex and figure it out, boo. But I hope y'all work it out. Whichever way you go, I hope you can work it out. Yes, ma'am. So that's this week's Spill the Tea. So if you have some tea you want us to spill, or if you have some questions for us that you want us to respond to, email us at GeminiTeaPodcast@gmail.com.
So now we are at our prize promo section, and this week's winner is Tabitha M. Yay!
Yay!
You have won a $50 gift card for Sephora. Buy me some. Check your email for details, and again, congratulations.
Yay!
And so for all you losers, no, I'm just playing.
Yes.
For a chance to win a surprise gift, email us today's code word, by April 2nd to GeminiTeaPodcast@gmail.com. This week's code word is Gemini, and the winner will be announced during the April 24th episode. Now let's wrap up the show.
Yes! Yay! So thank you all so very much for listening to us, and we hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Now join us next week as we discuss online dating and go over some of our horror stories. And I have a few. So This is the reason why I haven't dated in a long time. So I have a lot of horror stories there.
I can't wait for this one.
Yes. So we'll be going over online dating, the pluses and some of the negatives on that. And as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And again, thank you so much for listening, and have a very, very good week, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.